Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q3 and 9 months earnings conference call of Satya Industries Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. R.K. Bhandari, Joint Managing Director of Satya Industries Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to this earning call for third quarter and 9 months ending December 2020. We have reported all the numbers already, and still I would like to say that in the third quarter of financial year 21, we have reported these results based on contracted average realization of almost 44 rupees a kg, which were almost less than 8% of the previous quarter realization. The market was almost in a V formation, and in the third quarter we were at the bottom of the V. And in the coming quarter, we are already, in the present quarter, we have already booked good number of orders, which are almost 10% on the plus side. Volume-wise, you might have already seen that from first quarter, our volume increased by almost 45%, from 22,000 ton almost to 30,000 in the quarter 2 and 32,125 ton in the quarter 3. And similar increase has been noticed in the production also. We have been able to capture two major government orders in this period, which are under execution presently, one of 5,000 ton from Chhattisgarh State Textbook Board and another of 7,000 from Odisha Textbook Boards, where average realization is over 56,000 rupee a ton, which is much higher than the average realization that I have given to you for third quarter earlier. We have, as I earlier told, we now the market has started looking up, and if we look at our January figures, there is much improvement in the prices, and in next 2 months and by the end of next quarter, we should be reporting average realization of almost 50,000 rupees a ton, which will be almost 10 to 12% higher than the third quarter. So next quarter is likely to be we are very optimistic in the next quarter. And the additional capacity of 1 lakh ton per annum, which we are likely to commission by July 2022, because mechanical erection will be complete in April-May period, and this will help us in getting more orders from the textbook board, and we'll be able to supply much higher quantity to high value items of copier paper and paper cup stock that we make on the same old machine PM3, which will be in future devoted only to textbook segment. Further, our table cutlery segment is also likely to be commissioned by end of quarter 4 of this financial year, and this is likely to contribute to our sales from quarter 1 of financial year 22. In Setia, we strongly believe that next year we'll be having a very, very healthy growth of almost 50% in revenue and corresponding increase in margins in financial year 22. And now I'll be happy to address any questions from the audience. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Anyone who would like to ask a question, please press star and one at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Anyone who would like to ask a question, please press star and one. The first question is from the line of Varshit Shah from Emkay Global. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good evening, and
Good
thanks
evening.
for the opportunity. First of all, I think congratulations for a great set of volume delivery despite the challenging times. I
Thank you.
can see that our performance is much better in terms of utilization versus our peers. Sir, my question is more on the broader side that we have seen some price improvement already in 4Q. Do you see this trend going into Q1 as well, given the industry dynamics and a lot of smaller units are unviable at even at current prices, so the industry price has to move up. Do you envisage that kind of scenario that this price is forming up further in Q1 as well?
Yeah. So, as you rightly said that in January, our realization is almost 1% higher than the average of Q3. And in February, if I look at my average realization till date, it is almost 10% higher than what I have been selling in the Q1 average. And if I add the average of the orders that I have already contracted, so I think, as I told earlier in the beginning, in the introduction also, we should be from average of last quarter average of 44, less than 44, we should be moving up to almost 50 rupee a kg in the last quarter. And as you asked me how, as I already told that we were almost in the V formation, where we were at the bottom of the V in the third quarter, because in the beginning of the third quarter, government tried to open the schools and colleges, but with the reporting of COVID cases in schools, they again closed that. So whatever uptrend was seen once, that diminished immediately, that went down immediately. So people, the mills, they became little cautious, and everybody booked orders, which we have to supply, we have to fulfill our commitments of those lower bookings. So many factors are likely to further spike the prices in quarter one of next financial year. One is the opening of the school and colleges, which constitute almost 60% of writing printing segment demand side, so which was lying closed for the whole year. So once that opens, you can imagine that demand is likely to come in any case, number one. Number two is the increase in the pulp prices internationally by almost 30 to 40%. Number three, with increase in pulp prices, both hardwood and softwood, the imported paper that was coming into India, that price has gone up significantly. If earlier it was $650 a ton, now it is near anything between $850 to $900 a ton, Nhava Sheva. And fourthly, there is a steep increase in the prices of the newsprint also. You will be surprised you might have already heard also that I was just checking with one of the mills. They said that this quarter they are trying to sell newsprint at a price of 40,000 a ton delivered in Punjab itself. So which means if newsprint realization is 45,000 rupee a ton ex mill, the writing printing price gap is minimum 10,000 rupee a ton. It should be anywhere near 55,000 rupee a ton, because most of the mills, newsprint mills, which have shifted to writing and printing because of very, very low newsprint prices, they will again shift back to newsprint, and that demand of writing and printing will be fulfilled by the remaining players. So many of these factors are likely to keep this spike up. And as I said earlier, it is like in share market, the V formation. So this is likely to go very steep, I think, for throughout the next financial year. Yeah, and next financial year we are very, very optimistic. We should be doing almost similar to 1920 or even better than that. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I was getting to that only. I think you answered it beforehand that that the price
Yeah.
of newsprint has started going up. And sir, just to follow up on that, so I think if assuming that the schools and colleges open and get normalized next year, and you have already expanded your capacity, which will come on stream latest by June. So you will be penetrating more of the textbook boards because I think you've already started moving, expanding your textbook board coverage. So would you be? Is that the right expectation from you?
Yeah, we will not be starting in June. We will be mechanically completing, and mechanical trials will definitely begin in June, July, and commercial production may take another 1 or 2 months. So for next year, I am taking 6 months production into my final numbers, number one. Number two, the presently, as I have been telling in my past calls also, two segments which are high value and high growth segment. One is copier paper and second is paper cup stock, the tea cups or Coca-Cola cups that we get on the airports and bus stands and everywhere. So those two segments, we have been trying to increase our sales in those segments because growth is very, very fast in these segments. So these are also made on the same machine where we make textbook paper. So when we increase these two in the present year, we have to sacrifice some of the government sales. So once we start our new machine, the copier paper and the paper cup stock item, both these will be shifted on PM4, and we will be giving more focus for supplying higher quantity to textbook board made from PM3. So our share in textbook segment is likely to increase in future. Yes, you are right to that extent. Thank you.
Sure. And sir, one last question from my side. That so, in spite of lower realization, but we have been maintaining our margin. So, is that? I mean, of course, there is some positive tailwind from raw material cost, but still, from you had a drag from the operating leverage side. So, sir, how have you managed this cost? In spite of a negative operating leverage, if you could just explain, apart from raw materials.
Yeah.
Cost cutting.
Yeah. In raw material, I will be very specific. So we have a saving of, if I add raw material, chemical, both, the net saving that we had in the 9 months was almost, we were 24% less, 23.73%. And we spent 52 crore less on these in real numbers. And second major thing is the fuel and power consumption. There we saved almost 21% lesser consumption, and in specific number it was 13 crore. So these two segments we were able to save 65 crore, which are the two main, and then administrative expenses also. So these are the main. Earlier administrative expenses were over 1,000, and in these 9 months it is almost 734 only. So these are 2-3 segments where we could save and maintain the EBITDA that and did better than most of our peers in the industry. I would say better than everybody, even JK and all the big players. Yeah.
Absolutely. And sir, one more question. So the way I understand the way the pricing is moving, I'm sure there will be some uptick in your raw material as well, and even some of the chemical prices are going up. But still, if I do a rough back of the annual calculation, you still have a scope to expand margins, maybe not in 4Q, but maybe going ahead in Q1 or Q2 of next year if the price trajectory of the realization pans out the way at least you spoke. Would that assessment be correct?
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the EBITDA comparison for EBITDA that we had in 1920, it was almost near 12,000 rupee a ton. So, which is presently anywhere around 7,400 or 7,500. So even in the last quarter, if I am able to get a better realization of almost 4,000 rupee a ton, which is assured based on the contracted volume that I already have, that I'm going to execute. So my EBITDA even in the last quarter may come anywhere near the peak EBITDA of the last financial year. So, so far, raw material prices we have been able to control. Rather, we are able to reduce wheat straw prices in March, April, because new crop also comes up after 15th April. So, in anticipation, once farmer knows that new crop will come in April, so whatever the stock they have kept with them, they try to dispose it off. So earlier, if we have been buying wheat straw at 3,700 rupee a ton, now our present day rate is 3,200 rupee a ton. So we are further saving on the raw material. Our fuel prices was so far controlled, but since rice milling season is nearing the end by March, so it may go up by 500 or 1,000 rupee a ton in the coming quarters. But definitely our margin, EBITDA margin will be equal to or more than whatever EBITDA margin we had in the last financial year 2019-20, which is almost plus 12,000 rupee a ton.
Sure, sir. And this is, just one clarification, and this is even after there is some adverse change in the mix, but still you are able to maintain that. So if the mix normalizes, that if the mix itself will lend you more support. Is that understanding correct?
What? Sorry, I didn't know. What kind of mix you are talking?
I mean product mix. So higher value-added products were slightly lower.
Yeah, I am presuming all other things, they remain the same. The raw material remains the same on averagely, and once we go for new machine, the price for that product will be much higher, as we have been telling time and again.
Exactly.
You are right for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that price will be almost 5 to 10,000 rupee extra than the price we realize for our existing production, because that will be 100% good paste product. You are right.
So your 4Q performance, the margin will be without the benefit of that. That is additional.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sir. I got it. I'll get back in the queue.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question at this time. A reminder to all the participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question at this time. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and one. The next question is a follow-up from the line of Varshit Shah from Emkay Global. Please go ahead.
Thanks again. Sir, one more question, a more broader question on the industry. So I think a lot of the mills are still unviable at the current price point of around, even if you calculate around 50,000 a ton. So do you see that the price needs to move up for some of these mills to get viable? For example, JK Sirpur mills also, like, recently they started some production, but they have not been able to ramp up. We're not asking specific comments on any competitor, but just to get a sense that the prices have to move up for certain mills to become viable. Is that the right way to understand?
Yeah, for being viable, I think you know better than me. This is price going up is being reasonable at least is one thing, and then economies of scale, and then how we control our cost, how we are able to get higher yields, higher savings in terms of energy and water consumption, which is a major contributor to the cost of the paper. So all those factors, and whether if you have in-house cogeneration facility to meet your 100% power needs, where you get power at almost 2.5 rupee a unit against a normal power cost of 7.5 rupee a unit, a saving of almost, if you are using 1200 units per ton of paper in a integrated mill, so you save almost 5 to 6,000 rupee a ton in power itself. So similarly, if you have soda recovery matching to the full capacity of your pulping, so you are able to save another 6,000 rupee a ton there in the casting. So most of the mills, our peers, they are already going into soda recovery, like 2-3 mills in Punjab, then in UP, Uttarakhand area, and people are trying to match their pulping capacity, black liquor generation from the pulp, and capability of the soda recovery to handle that total black liquor. So even if 10% black liquor goes out, that is a headache in terms of pollution, and number two, adds to our cost also. So because caustic is a major chemical that we use, so if we have soda recovery, we use just 10%, we recover 90 to 95% from the effluent itself. So all these factors, they lead to economy, but definitely to work and with so much capital investment, we have to have lucrative prices also, where we are able to serve the debt and make some money. Promoters can also make money for their shareholders, and
Sure. That answers my question. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and one. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to Mr. R.K. Bhandari for closing comments.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for your interest and time. Once again, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. On behalf of Satya Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.